Hi, my name is Sabiha and I am going to introduce you to the basics of machine learning. Well, before starting, my assumption is you have a fairly good idea of basic programming and computer science. If not, you can check out the prerequisite courses shared in the instructor notes. Alright, let us move on to understand what is machine learning. I will explain it with a set of examples. Consider you have a basket of fruits which is a mixture of apples and mangoes. Now, based on certain factors, you have to make a decision whether a randomly chosen fruit from the basket is an apple or a mango. You are given some options, and using these options, you can make the decision. Now, which of these options will help you make the decision? The shape of the fruit, the color of the fruit, or the size of the fruit, or all of the above? Yes, all of these factors will help you determine whether a fruit is an apple or a mango. Now, if you notice, humans see these examples from their childhood and learn to make a decision. If you meet a child who has just learned to identify things and give him or her an apple or mango for the first time, then it may be difficult for the child to say whether it is an apple or mango. The child needs to see some examples from where he or she can learn to make a decision. A machine learning algorithm works very similarly. It learns from the data to make a decision. It is able to classify data into different categories. The factors which help make a decision are called features, and the outcome we are trying to classify is called a label. Well, you may be wondering why it is called machine learning and how it is different from the previous data structure algorithms you have learned in the past. Here's the difference. Earlier, humans used to explicitly tell a machine what task to perform, but with machine learning algorithms, a machine learns using a set of historical data to make a decision. That is why it is called machine learning algorithm. Alright, I know this may be a bit too much to handle for the first time. A fun quiz with example can help you understand it better. Tell me which of these examples use machine learning. An algorithm that calculates the sum of two numbers, an algorithm that displays hello world, an algorithm that classifies a set of emails into spam and non-spam. All right, bang on. Yes, the third option is the right answer. The first two algorithms do not need machine to learn using a set of data points. You can simply code to take in two numbers as input and display the output. Similarly, to display something, the computer just needs to follow an explicit set of instructions. But to classify a set of emails into spam and non-spam is tricky. And here why it is tricky. You may have used Google's product called Gmail and may have noticed a folder called spam. Google classifies emails into spam and non-spam and sends all the spam emails into that spam folder. Now, not all emails have similar content, and there are millions of emails which Google needs to look into. It is just not possible to write a simple rule based algorithm to classify the email to spam and non spam. For example, a person may receive an email which says, win $1 million lottery if you click on this link. This may seem to be a spam email. Again, there may be emails which contains words in large red letters which are considered spam as well. You see, there are different kinds of spam emails. And we cannot follow a standard format, and we need an algorithm that learns to distinguish between spam and non spam using some features by looking at the data. So, before explaining what algorithm is used for this classification, I will explain some basic terminologies of machine learning. As I've already mentioned, a machine learning algorithm needs a set of data with some labels to learn. For example, a set of emails marked as spam and non-spam. This data is called the training data. And machine learning algorithm always needs training data. The algorithm finds patterns in the training data to learn from it. It may see that most of the emails marked as spam has contents like win, lottery, free tickets, pornographic words, etc. And non-spam emails do not consist of these words at all. Therefore, it will learn from this set of data by extracting features, And in this case, the features will be the set of words present in the email. It will be provided a set of test data to test its learning. And based on what it has learned, it will classify the test data as spam or non-spam. Actually, I like to provide another analogy to help understand this concept better. We have all given tests in schools, right? And to prepare for any test in school, a student may prepare the answer from textbooks and class notes. Suppose a student has a test and the student knows the pattern of the test. The pattern of the questions in the test is very similar to what pattern the textbooks and the class notes follow. The student prepares the questions and answers from the textbooks, and during the test, there is no answer. A student has to guess the answer based on what he or she has learned from the textbook. In this case, the questions and the answers present in the textbook is the training data, and the questions that the student sees during the test is the test data. You see, in the test data, there is no category called label. There is no extra column called labels, and the machine learning algorithm actually guesses the label based on what it has learned by seeing the training data. All right. Again, there are two types of algorithms. There are two types of problems: classification and prediction. Classification algorithms classify data into categories. For example, classifying email into spam and non-spam, classifying a tweet into positive or negative tweets. Again, prediction algorithm actually predicts a value. It uses a set of algorithms known as regression algorithms. For example, predicting the price of a house based on features like location, number of rooms, area, etc. We will study about all this in more details later on. Well, alright, let us take a quiz. Now, in the spam example, can you tell me whether that problem is a classification or prediction problem? Yes, you are right. It's a classification problem because we are classifying the data into two categories, spam and non-spam. Again, there are two types of machine learning algorithms: supervised algorithm and unsupervised algorithm. In supervised algorithm, the data has a set of labels that the algorithm uses to learn to make the decision. In unsupervised algorithm, the data does not have any set of labels to learn from. It learns the inherent structure of the data to make a decision. There are a separate set of algorithms dedicated to each type. Now again, here's a fun quiz. In the above spam classification example, which type of algorithm does the classification algorithm belong to? Is it a supervised or unsupervised? You are right again. It is supervised because the training data has labels to learn from. An unsupervised algorithm's example will be identifying customer segments who may like a product. Unsupervised algorithm will cluster together a set of customers who like a set of related products and find patterns within that cluster. Companies like Target or Amazon uses this kind of algorithms. If you have used Amazon, you may have seen recommendations from some products while doing the online shopping. It uses clustering algorithms for such recommendations. All right, from this lesson, now we have a fairly good idea of what is machine learning. In the next lessons, we will dive more into details about the different algorithms. Till then, feel free to take a coffee break, or if you want to share your knowledge with a friend, feel free to do so.